Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andy, speaking to you neither live nor in living colour as the Uncommentator, and this is episode number 8 of Kirby's Dream Course. Now, I've said throughout the series, or part of the series at least, that I think there are 10 courses on this game. Having said that, looking at the screen now, it wouldn't appear like there's anywhere to go after we've done course number 8. So let's dive in, try course number 8, and see if this is indeed the final episode of what I have to say has been a series I've really enjoyed recording. I think it's been a really nice series. So the final pre-course video, and it appears that we're getting whacked over the head with a giant wooden mallet by a duck in a Santa outfit, and possibly a Superman t-shirt as well. So yeah, what a great sentence. He's also wearing sunglasses. Move on. Right, so course number 1, let's have a look at the enemies that we have on here, the opening hole of the course. So hole number 1 on course number 8. What a great introduction this has been. Right, so we've got a spinning orange head. We've got a few trees, we've got another spinning orange head, and then down the bottom here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dancing sunmen. Right then, so fairly obvious, you don't need to have letters after your name here to figure out that we need to just basically collect the orange heads and then sort of tidy up the enemies at the bottom. So let's do those things that I have just said. Let's do them to the best of our ability. I fear they're going to be easier said than done, as we've already missed an orange head, and we've hit a tree, and we've hit one orange head though, so that's a good thing, and then we've hit nothing else. Oh well. Right, now clearly I don't want this thing up here to become the hole, so what I'm going to do is, I'm guessing this warp leads to here, given the fact it's pointing that way. So let's try and go onto this warp, and then let's try and go into this warp. And then, yeah. Okay, let's miss the warp altogether. What an absolute idiot. Didn't put enough power on there, so that was pretty bad by me. We'll try that shot again, shall we? There we go. Got it right that time. What a terrible shot that was. Yeah, I think that enemy thing at the opening video, I'm guessing it's a... that thing in the opening video, I'm guessing it's an enemy from another Kirby game, but I could be wrong. I've not actually played any of the other Kirby games, except for, very briefly, I played the Crystal Shards. Which I have to say I did quite enjoy, but then I found it became a bit repetitive. I think if I gave it a bit more of a chance, it may be a game that I actually quite like. I did like it in the first instance. So I'm guessing that enemy's from that. I have absolutely no idea. If anyone wants to tell me, then please do that. Don't tell me how bad that warp shot was, though, because it was, that shot trying to go into the warp, which was absolutely terrible, which I am well aware of. I don't need that highlighting to me. What I need to do is try and recover those. What I do need to do is try and get my words out and recover those tomatoes that I've lost. So let's do exactly that. So we collect that. Don't put too much power on here, but need to put enough on to get the other enemy. There we go. So we've got one tomato back. Is this the 6th shot of this hole? No, it's the 7th. That is pretty poor. But luckily for me, it's the last shot. 7 shots for hole 1. Pretty poor that, but hopefully I really hope that's not a sign of things to come, because that was tough. But if it is the last level, you'd expect it to be tough, wouldn't you? Anyway, on to hole number 2. What do we have here then? We've got a crab in a cowboy hat. We've got a knot warp. We've got a nice pool of water. We've got a fireball in a blue hat. And we've got 3 spinning orange heads. And again, don't need letters after our name to figure this one out, so let's just get straight on with it. So down we go. Hit the warp. We'll jump the rest of the way, because I don't think we're going to quite make it. Not quite going to bounce into you either, which is a little bit of a shame. Okay. Now we need to mop all these up. So let's do just that. Yeah, I've said part of the way through this series about the odd-numbered courses being more difficult. Well, if this first couple of holes are anything to go by, that theory completely goes out the water, doesn't it? Can we get both of you with this shot? I don't think we can. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a shot. No, we can't, so that's annoying. But it doesn't matter, because we're going to do our best here. Gonna do our damnedest. Right, so we hit you and then bounce back the way we came. We should hopefully land near the hole that's about to be created. Which we are. Yep, we'll take that. Need to get this, judge this right. Which, given my shot at the warp and the last hole, isn't a guarantee, but 5 shots. 5 enemies on the hole, 5 shots. So I suppose you could say par for the course. As we move on now to hole number 3. This has been a tough one so far. Let's see if that theme continues here. Alrighty then, we have got a fireball in the blue hat. We've got a mine that we need to avoid. We've got a tomato man and another tomato man. Right then. So clearly, again, need to collect the fireball thing, avoid the mine, and then finish off with these two. So I'm going to go the aerial route here to get this fireball. Now, I said this in the last episode, the trajectory line you can see there, that's the line that would Kirby would go were we to use full power. So as you can see, if we go for full power, we're going to go over the top of the fireball. So we need to not go for full power, basically. So a bit of top spin, 3/4 power, let's go for that. Jolly good. We've managed to avoid the mine thing. Okay, now can we do this in 2 shots? I suspect not, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a shot. Let's try jumping, let's see what happens. Ooh, that was close. That was close. That wasn't far away. Now this shot's a lot harder than it looks, because the grass is going to go downhill, so I need to put power on to avoid the... Yeah. I need to put enough power to avoid going off course, but not too much power that I then miss the hole. Right. Let's try and go there. Let's try that again. There we go. Got it that time. Second time lucky. Ooh, we nearly got 2 shots then. Ended up being 4. And we've lost another tomato as well, which isn't good. But 16 shots down. Not great, I have to say. On to hole number 4. Let's see what we have here. We've got a crab in a cowboy hat. We've got a warp. We've got some hot air blowers, including the one with the control pad in his hand. We've also got a Cyclops blueberry thing. And we've got an orange block. Now, I have to say, this looks very, very easy. So let's not overthink it. Let's stop talking absolute rubbish and get on with it. Because I have to say, as I said, what a great sentence. Doesn't look difficult. There we go, put the block on so we don't roll too far, that we have to go over the warp. And then Dawn Le Hole. 2 shots, that's a bit more like it. 18 shots and we're halfway through. So not great. Averaging more than 4 shots a hole. But on to the second half of the course. Hole number 5. What do we have here then? We've got a Dancing Sunman. We've got a Hurry Flame. We've got a couple of jack-o'-lanterns. We've got a bin with a blue lid on. A couple of sweepers in witches' hats. And a fireball with a blue hat on. So again, nothing too difficult here in terms of what to do. But doing it may be a different ball game. Good opportunity here, though, to get a tomato back. So let's take that opportunity. Let's take that opportunity. You've got to seize every opportunity. Yeah, we'll do that. See if we come to a standstill. Right, we'll chip our way out here onto the jack-o'-lantern. So again, we don't want too much power here. So don't go over the top of the jack-o'-lantern. Or miss it altogether, which we have done. That wasn't a good shot at all. Because now, I think that jack-o'-lantern is going to have to become the hole. So we have to sort of make our way back. Alrighty then. So we'll collect you. Right, onto there. I'm really annoyed I missed that jack-o'-lantern. I'm going to have to go back and get it, I think, aren't I? Or do I just let it become the hole? I think I'm going to have to let it become the hole. Right, okay then. This is going to take more shots than I want it to. It doesn't matter. What is going on here? I have absolutely no idea. Right, so we'll roll down the hill. Alright. Can we curve our way up here. I just wonder if we go for a curve shot. Just wondering if we can sort of curve our way round and get up here. That could be the way forward, actually. Let's try it. Right, we've collected you. You become the hole. Put the tornado on to get us a bit nearer. Been a real hash of that second shot. Nowhere near enough height. But hey ho, you live and learn. Right, do we go for the aerial route here? Because looking at that, we may go in the hole. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for the aerial route. No spin. Not quite full power. We can bounce our way in, just like that. So despite the fact that I made a mess of it, the initial shot, we've got through in 6, which isn't great. Again, 24 shots for 5 holes, not good, but we're still going. And we've got maximum tomatoes. I have to say, this does have a feel of a last level about it. Kind of, just feels like all the gimmicks we've encountered all the way through the course are kind of all been thrown at us in one go here. At least that's what it feels like to me. Although we've not had the spaceship gimmick up to this point, we've got it here twofold. We've got 2 spaceships, we've got 2 spinning orange heads, another one up here, another one here, and another jack-o'-lantern. So once again, you don't need it to have been on roll at Yale to figure out that we need to try and get this jack-o'-lantern as the whole. Now we can use the spaceship to hopefully fly around the course a bit. So this may not be as bad as it seems, but again, I may be speaking too soon. First things first though, we need to make sure we get this spaceship. By doing that, we can maybe steer around the course here. You can only steer pressing the right button, which is interesting. Right, okay then. Now I need to try and get this spaceship. I want to get this one out the way. So the trajectory there would suggest maximum we just go over the top. So we'll put a little bit less power on than that. A bit of bottom spin. Right. Make sure we don't go off the side. So we'll rest there, shall we? Because now we can try get onto the conveyor belt here. Now with any luck we can be able to get into the hole here. We can steer this round. So I was concentrating there. There we go. So 3 shots. So again, the spaceship power up there actually proved quite useful because we could steer around. The key thing there was just getting the 2 spaceships. Once they were out the way, that was fairly straightforward, that hole. So I suspect hole number 7 won't be as simple. So let's have a look at it. So kicking things off with a non-warp, we've got a demonic ladybird, we've got a snowman, we've got a giant gap, a giant pool of water. Then over here we've got an alien that allows us to blast through trees. We've got a jumping crab in a cowboy hat thing. We've got another bin with a blue lid on it. And we've got a hurry flame. And that would appear to be it. So, now there's 2 choices here. We can either get these 2 enemies first and then try and go over here and finish off in here. Or we can use the spaceship to get across this gap, collect these, and then go onto one of the warps and then sort of fly back up here. And then collect these 2. I've set out those 2 options. I'd rather make sure we get across this gap. Because I don't want to lose a life yet. We have not lost a life up to this point. I don't really want to start now. Or we could collect these 2 enemies and then go onto a warp. And do it that way. In fact, that may be the better option, actually. That may not be a bad idea. I'm just concerned about actually getting onto one of these warps. No, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do what I said. We'll use the spaceship. Or will we? Do we go for the warp option? No, yeah, tell what we'll do. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll get these 2. Including the demonic ladybird. Right, so now if we hit this at full power from this angle, will we end up over here? I think we will. Go on, screw it. Let's go for it. Right, we're going to the water. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Right, bit of top spin here. Avoid that warp. Into the top spin. There we go. We should have put the porcupine power on, but it doesn't matter. Right, so we've made the jump. We've got those two. That's the main thing. Right, so now we can just tidy up in this pit. Now we're into this pit. It shouldn't be that difficult, I don't imagine. Plenty of power. Collect you. And we'll whiz round, see if we can take out another enemy. Yes, we can. So now we've got a hole, which we've just managed to avoid. Don't go behind the tree. Thank you. Right. Alrighty then. So we just need to try and judge the power on this. So we'll go about there. That enough? Of course it is. 5 shots for that. I'll take that, to be honest with you. Yeah, this is definitely the hardest. So much for the odd numbers being most difficult. This is definitely the hardest. 32 shots. We've not even gone hole number 8 yet. But we're there now. We've got the jumping power up. So the final hole, potentially, ever of Kirby's Dream Course. Let's have a look at it. So we've got a... Okay, we've got a bin with a blue lid on. We've got a snowman. We've got a... not warp. We've got an orange block. We've got a demonic blueberry cyclops thing. More water. We've got a hurry flame. Oh my goodness me, how long is this hole? We've got a spaceship. 3 fireballs in blue hats. And we've got... oh my god, it never ends. Got a crab and a cowboy hat. And we've got an orange block. So, a couple of things we can do here. We can either go onto the warp, or we can try and get over the... okay, let's just... I'll tell you what we'll do. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just jump over the tree and see what happens. That's what we're going to do. So, over the tree we go. Right. Spin across there. Collect you. Collect that. And then, what the hell's happened there? Right. Okay. That was just hit and hope, I have to say. What we've got the fireball power up at the minute. This looks fun. Goodness me, what the heck do you do here? Right, we need to collect this thing, because I don't want it to become the... I don't want it to become the hole. So let's give you a go. Right, collect you. What does this do? Gets us back across. Okay. Never had that power before. So, right, where are we now? I'm really concerned, because if this is the last hole, I don't want to lose a life on the last hole. I really don't want to go off the side here. It looks to me like if we go up into the air, we're still going to hit this green thing. At least that's what it's suggesting. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Tell you what we're going to do here. I'm almost going to waste a shot here. Because I don't want to go off the side. Because I don't want to just bounce back into this water. So let's do a tiny little tap backwards, just to make sure we avoid the green thing. Right, okay, now let's try again. Right, now according to that trajectory, if we go for that trajectory, we'll get the spaceship. So let's try it. No front spin. Maximum power. Can we get the spaceship? Yes, we can. Let's activate it. We can fly across and collect these. Avoid the warp. Right, don't want to go on... oh, actually, I don't want to go on the warp. Could have gone on the warp there, actually, because I'm guessing this warp... or do we just go spaceship? Right. I think here... no, right, so I think here, if we go up the hill... use the spaceship, we'll collect the jumping power up. And then, that will then become the hole. I kind of wanted to collect the orange block. Okay, let's try that. Let's try everything I've just said. So the spaceship takes us up the hill. Right, we get the... that opens up. We jump over the tree. Can we bounce into the hole? No, we can't because we're not in line. Doesn't matter because we're next to the hole. Oh, we're so close here. I think this could be the last ever shot of this game. And we're going to get through it with max tomatoes and no lives lost. Six shots for hole 8. Is that it? Is that the culmination of Kirby's Dream Course after that dreadful, dreadful amount of shots? But we managed to get through it. It seems. How many did we do in the end? 38. It's pretty terrible. Not quite 5 shots a hole, but more than 4. Is that the end of the? Is that the end of the game? I actually don't. I genuinely can't remember. It's 16 shots better than. I don't think we're going to get a medallion somehow, but no, we're not. Made a few poor shots, but I'm not sure quite how much better I could have done there. Yeah, 38. So we just managed to get on the leaderboard. Not quite the top page of the leaderboard, but 5th place. We'll take that. Right, is that the end of the game? I don't know. Let's find out. Given the fact that there's fireworks going off, I would suggest that maybe there is... Oh, there's the... Ooh, actually. No, there's an enemy battle to come. Against the... Santa suit pig thing. Not pig, what was it? A duck. Yeah, that thing. Again, I've never played any of the Kirby games, so I know I'm talking rubbish and I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. That's because I don't. So it looks like we've got an enemy battle to come, so it's not quite the final episode. So that is all still to come, an enemy battle. That should be interesting. But if you enjoyed this video, then for some reason, then great. There's some helplines in the there's some websites and helplines in the description if you didn't enjoy this video. But if you did do that, then please like and share the video. You can also leave a comment in the video. Should you choose to do that, please tell me what the enemy's called, because I clearly don't know. Also, while you're here on YouTube, you can head over to the channel, The Uncommentator, where you could subscribe to the channel. You can also watch plenty of other videos that I have made for your viewing pleasure. But join me next time. We're going to be doing what looks like a boss battle on Kirby's Dream Course. I clearly can't remember anything about this game. But anyway, to that point, for now from me, it is sayonara.